Hey there everybody, how's it going? It's Dan from plantabundance.com coming to you once again from the urban backyard food forest with my trusty sidekick Happy. I just wanted to take you guys along with me today as I go about a harvest. Got my little red wagon, got some buckets and other containers, and I'm ready to get picking out here. We got some peppers. This year I caged them up. I found that a little extra support for the peppers does really well. So actually the store-bought tomato cages could work well for peppers. Not so much for tomatoes in my experience, which is why I make my own. But for the peppers, they work great. You can see these peppers are looking quite healthy, and these are actually one of my wife's favorite peppers for cooking her traditional Filipino dishes. I think she'll like these. And we're just getting started. There's a lot to harvest out here today, so man, aren't those pretty. Let's put them right here. Keep on trucking. This cabbage has seen better days, but it's going to taste mighty fine going through the juicer in a little bit. Behind the cabbage, I had noticed this the other day. Little nest of eggs. One of the chickens, one of my rogue chickens, found a little spot there under the yacon. We'll just bring those in. Maybe I'll have those for breakfast. Still early. Alright. Next, got parsley going everywhere. Maybe I should harvest some of this. I love parsley in just about everything. Juices, salad, by itself. Good stuff. One of my favorite herbs. That should do it. Kale. And I got this curly kale all over the food forest. This was all from seed I saved last year from the mother plant. I'm just going to pull this back a little bit here. And while I'm out here, I love to share the harvest with the chickens. They love curly kale, by the way. Alright. Now these squash have just gone bonkers. It's hard to keep up with these guys, really. It's best to get them when they're small, but man, if you don't get them every day, they'll get big quick. This stuff just keeps crawling and sprawling out and providing just a huge abundance of food. Not only for me, but from the animals as well. I have another video where I show me chopping up some of the larger squash that I didn't find edible and fed it to the worms and seeds to the chickens. It's kind of fun hunting for squash. Man, almost got a full bucket already. Looks like we pretty much got what was there for today. grab a new bucket here. And I noticed that these eggplants are really loaded down, so I'm expecting to really fill up this bucket with some of these eggplants. Planted 12 Japanese eggplants, and noticed that they did extremely well for me last year, so I really like the Japanese long eggplant. You can see that one was fatter than long, so just keep on coming. Everywhere I look, there's another one. Last year I harvested somewhere around 100 pounds of eggplants throughout the season just off of 12 plants. I figured that by weighing one bucket and multiplying that by the season's harvest. Look at these. Overflowing bucket, and there was probably 20 or so more that could have been picked, but they're still young enough to let them stay. So, granted, I haven't picked them for a few days, but man. Here's another kale patch, and this time I'm going to dig in for myself. I love using the kale for juices, and I'm actually planning on taking today's harvest and making some dehydrated kale chips. Out of all the different types of kale, the curly kale definitely does the best for me. Seems to be mostly pest resistant compared to the dino variety, which I tend to get a lot of aphids, or I have in the past, and it's very abundant and longer lasting throughout the season. Well, check out the wagon now. It's overflowing, and I'm not done yet. I need to go get some more buckets because I know I got some corn and I got some grapes. So, alright, well, I'm back with a bucket. It's time to get at this corn. We've already harvested quite a few of these. We had a barbecue about a week ago, and now I'm just going to pretty much take what's left. Some of these are starting to get some bugs on them, some ants and some aphids, so still fine, but I'm going to harvest it and get what I can out of it. And as always, I'm going to share a little bit with the chickens. And they love that fresh corn on the cob. There's enough for everybody, girls. Alright, so pile here is growing, and I'm going to need another bucket. Before I go get that, I'm just going to check. Yeah, I think there's squash down here. I've been able to stay up on the squash pretty good. The zucchini, that is. But the crookneck, on the other hand, that stuff just goes bonkers. Here's a couple more zucchini plants over here, and yep, I see another one. Let's take that inside. Let's make sure there's none hiding back in there. If you grow zucchini, then you know that if sometimes you'll miss one and you'll be surprised all of a sudden when you see one that's like 3 feet long. It's like, where did that come from? Well, I look pretty good, and this is all we got today. Oh well. Also noticed earlier while I was perusing is there was an egg back here. And I know it hasn't been there but for maybe a day, because I was just messing around over here the other day, so I'm going to go ahead and collect that. Alright, now time to get these grapes off the vine. Although they're not 100% ripe all the way around, I've noticed some of the grapes are actually getting nibbled into by birds and stuff, and it's bringing some ants in. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest most of these now. Now these are perfect right here. Oh, I can't wait to have these for a snack today. I'm getting so many grapes today that I'm going to have to probably freeze some of these, which I actually love to do. If you've never tried it, freezing grapes, it makes them last for at least a good month without any flavor change. They actually get a little sweeter. Well, here we got some tomatoes. And I don't have too big of a tomato harvest to boast about this year, but that's okay. I've got more than what I need. So those three were all perfectly ready right there on the vine. I got some cherry tomatoes next to this plant. They almost look like candy. Tastes like candy too. Alright, can't forget the tree collards. Give these a little trim. You could do what you see me doing right now every day and be able to nearly harvest what you see me getting almost daily. That's how quickly these guys grow. Alright, so I'm going to tote all this stuff back in and give it a layout on the table. And so this is what we got. Man, I'm so happy to look at this and see this and share it with you guys, and I can't wait to now utilize it. We're going to be giving some of this away. I'm going to be putting some in the freezer. I'm going to be making some juice with this, some dehydrated goods. Some of it's going to stay on the counter and we'll use it throughout the next few days. Anyway, this is a great harvest. We're year 3 into the food forest. This is July 17th, 2014. And this is just what we got out of there today. And thanks for coming along and viewing the video. Hope you're having a great day, and hope to talk to you guys soon. Take care and plant abundance in your life. All right, bye.